remember some years ago when I had the opportunity to visit the Holy Land, spending the afternoon on the side of a hill in Galilee. There was a striking church there. Not a huge one. Rather, a building that invited you and communicated love and warmth. And like the afternoon itself and the place, it was a sunny and warm day. I was surrounded by the green hills overlooking the Sea of Galilee. All seemed to draw you into a beauty that was truly remarkable. Not the awesome spectacle of the Rocky Mountains or of Mount Horeb, but rather it was a unique and profound beauty, at the same time being a place where you could live, where you'd want to live every day. That church is called the Church of the Beatitudes. On this site where it's believed that the Lord preached the Sermon on the Mount. And just being there lets you understand much more deeply all the message of Jesus, and particularly what he taught in the Sermon on the Mount. We just finished the Easter season. Came to a great finale with the celebration of the coming of the Holy Spirit at Pentecost. So, appropriately now as we return to ordinary time, the gospel texts immerse us in the Sermon on the Mount. First, teaching the Beatitudes. Jesus continues to tell us to be salt of the earth. And now, he talks of the law. But the Sermon on the Mount is itself a proclamation of the law of the new and eternal covenant, to which St. Paul refers in the first reading. And the evangelist wants us to remember and to understand that just as Moses went up to Mount Horeb amid thunder and earth tremors and lightning to receive the law, now, in the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus, who is God with us, he goes up to the mountain, he himself, the maker of the law, to give us the law. In the Sermon on the Mount, he shows us that in the new law, the law of Moses, as he says, it's not abolished, it's not rejected, it's not discarded. Yet it is fulfilled in a couple of important ways. In fact, when Jesus dies on the cross, he will be fulfilling the law of Moses by making himself the sacrifice of the law, the sacrifice of the old law. He will become that sacrifice once and for all, so that we no longer need to keep all the rules that occupy so much of the Mosaic code about sacrifices and about ritual purity, clean and unclean. That being so, in order to go to the heart of the law, to what it's really about. As the prophets of the Old Testament predicted, and as St. Paul reiterates in the first reading, in the new covenant, the law will be written in our hearts by the Holy Spirit. And in the Spirit we live it. That's what Jesus is calling us to, inviting us to. It means a true change of heart on the inside. To live lives of humble, authentic love, of giving ourselves to others. Following his way of love of God and of one another. It is indeed demanding, yet also simple, ordinary, and beautiful in its truth. And he himself desires to give us the heart, his Spirit, his body and blood to be able to do so. And he also gives us his mother, our mother, Mary, to help us and to show us how each day in our homes.